Hey friends, 28 days until Insight returns to Boston. Today, well, I'll tell you what we're talking about in a second. First, I want to ask you a question. Have you or do you experience that super chatty, destructive sometimes mind that is constantly arguing with itself? If so, one of the models that Insight works with is this idea of the basic, the conscious, and the high self. The basic self is all those really primal, childlike things like, I want that cake. I want to go outside and play. I am tired. I want to rest now. It is taking care of this physical body, and it is real and raw and fiery. Then we have our conscious self that holds all, not just our parents' messages, not just the things that we've read in science books, but literally every single thing that we've ever heard about cake or play or sleep and rest, like the times to do it, the ways to do it, the right, the wrong, the good, the bad, all of those impressions kind of live in this conscious mind. And then we have this high self, which we often can tap into when we are meditating or being really mindful or even just following our breath a few times. It usually comes in without agenda, and sometimes it says the last thing that we want to hear, like just relax or it's going to be okay. The high self is attached to the part of us that isn't so fragile as this basic self. So it isn't so attached to its messages that it offers, but it often brings deep peace and healing. So one of the powerful ways to work with all of that noise that is in our heads all the time is to identify, is this coming from my basic self, from my physicality? And is there a way that I can take care of that? Is it coming from my conscious mind? In which case, when it's really rough and tumbly in there, we might just want to transcend it and look to take a few moments to connect to that highest source of wisdom that we can attain and just let go of everything else. So, three selves that we are always working with and at play. Maybe you'll notice some of them.